Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, March 24, suggest some bombshells are about to drop as another week kicks off in the land of Salem. A character goes through a grilling session, while someone mourns a loved one, and another spills a massive secret. What's set to unfold during Monday's show? Time to find out. Wu comes to a lawyer's defense when they head to a police station. Fans are about to find out. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, March 24 hint that J.J. Devereaux, Casey Moss, will have a question or 10 for Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, as he was with Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes, when she discovered the attorney donning the stolen Horton necklace during the Friday, March 21 episode. It sounds like JJ will grill Melinda, so what will she have to say for herself? Will she throw Doug Williams, i.e. Peyton Mayer, under the bus? Doug Williams, i.e.'s warning. Speaking of, Doug IUA will warn Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzmis, during Monday's episode. He too was at the bistro with Julie during Friday's show when she saw the necklace on Melinda, so it sounds like he'll give her a heads up about what has gone down. What will these two do next? Tate Black snitches. As Holly and Doug try to come up with a story, they might be wasting their time. Day's spoilers note that Tate Black, Leo Howard, will share information with Julie, so it looks like he's about to spill the beans on what Doug 3.0 did. In other news, romance will be in the air as Javi Hernandez, Al Callerton, will enjoy a nice evening alone with Leo Stark, Greg Rickhart. Meanwhile, Chad Demira, Billy Flynn, will get to know Kat Green, Anna Lynn McCord, a little better. Will sparks fly? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Introduction: the calm before the storm. As the sun arches high over the iconic town of Salem, a palpable tension fills the air. It's a new week in the land of love, betrayal, and unexpected twists. On this unforgettable episode of Days of Our Lives, set to air on March 24, anticipation buzzes in the air like bees drawn to a bloom. The stage is set for a grill session that promises to invite both laughter and tears. Yet, lurking beneath the surface are warnings that threaten to shatter the peace and a tattletale whose revelations could rearrange alliances. Welcome to an episode packed with passion, intrigue, and family drama that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. In Salem, every gathering is an opportunity for revelations and confrontations, and this is no exception. Let's dive deep into what you can expect from this thrilling installment. The grill session. Unraveling bonds as the morning sun bathes the Horton Town Square in a golden hue, the aroma of sizzling barbecue fills the air. The Hortons, Bradys, and other familiar faces gather for what was meant to be a peaceful, harmonious grill session organized by Jennifer and Jack. They intended for this family gathering to mark a fresh start, a chance to mend the rifts that had come to define their collective relationships. After all, Salem's history is rich with love, laughter, and, crucially, misunderstandings born out of secrets. As the scene unfolds, Abigail and her husband Chad arrive, radiating warmth as they greet family and friends. The couple has been working hard on their marriage, following a tumultuous period that had challenged their bond. However, despite their best efforts, the atmosphere is thick with unspoken tension. They know that familial history and personal grievances often do not stay buried for long. Gwen, who was once a source of discord in Jack and Jennifer's lives, strolls up, a curious mix of confidence and apprehension in her step. Her arrival in Salem had been fraught with chaos, and although she tries to move forward, the ghost of her checkered past lingers like the smoke of the barbecue. Jennifer is immediately put on edge, and her protective instincts toward Jack ignite. "What brings you here, Gwen?" Jennifer inquires, her tone just shy of sharpness. "Oh, come on, Jen. It's a family gathering, isn't it? Isn't that what Salem is all about?" Gwen retorts, attempting to mask her unease with a splash of feigned nonchalance. Others gather around, including Sierra and Ben, who are looking to enjoy a respite from their recent home challenges. The atmosphere swings between camaraderie and underlying hostility as the group cooks, mingles, and eats. Laughter punctuates the air with the crackle of burgers sizzling, and for a moment, it seems they might actually succeed at putting their differences aside. However, as the grill crackles, so do the unspoken words. Absent for too long, old resentments begin to surface. The issue of Gwen's turbulent history with the family ignites old flames of distrust and animosity. In a moment of heated exchange, Jack and Jennifer argue about the place of forgiveness in a family that has been fractured too many times. "We can't deny the past, Jack. Gwen is a reminder of everything that's gone wrong," Jennifer shoots. "But we can't stay stuck in that pain, Jen. We have to try to move forward for Abigail's sake. Jack counters, desperation marking his voice. The grill session devolves into a stormy discourse, with Abigail trying to play peacekeeper while Chad supports her efforts. Yet they find their own voices getting drowned in the rising tide of familial conflict. The tension peaks. As the spat escalates, Rafe arrives, the timing considering both serendipitous and uniquely inconvenient. He's aware that tensions at the grill could boil over, especially with some hidden family secrets and old rivalries simmering just below the surface. He tries to lighten the mood, but it's clear something needs to be said before the atmosphere erupts completely. Look, I know things have been tense lately, Rafe begins, attempting to speak over the raised voices of the crowd. But we came together for a purpose today, to celebrate family, not tear each other apart. The crowd quiets for a moment, the sudden silence indicative of how profoundly they acknowledge Rafe's existence, even if they may not fully agree with him. Just as Rafe thinks he's managed to cool things down, he suggests they share their grievances openly rather than in dark whispers. Hope, ever the level-headed protector of family unity, agrees. Rafe is right. We must tackle the elephant in the room. If we don't address these feelings now, they'll just fester and grow worse. Every attendee's gaze settles upon Gwen, the candle that had both burned brightly and cast deep shadows. I see you all still think I'm the villain here, she says slowly, a mix of indignation and sadness lacing her tone. But I came hoping for acceptance, not hostility. This prompts Abigail to speak against the simmering tensions. We need to work on understanding each other, Gwen included. Otherwise, we'll be the ones left in rubble. The grill session has transformed into an emotionally charged confrontation. Questions of loyalty, trust, and the past are dissected under the keen scrutiny of familial love and angst. As the characters voice their opinions, it becomes apparent that everyone harbors doubts and insecurities regarding one another. A sudden warning. Just as it appears that the screaming match might escalate into physical altercation, Rafe steals the silence. All right, listen up. I know this is tough, but I have something significant to bring up. He raises his voice, demanding the group's attention once again. What is it, Rafe? Jack asks, furrowing his brow, expecting urgent news. I received word that we have a potential threat in Salem, a new figure with a vendetta against our families. It seems they intend to shake the very foundations of our community, Rafe reveals, his voice grave. Gasps fill the group, and the mood quickly transforms from intense arguing to apprehensive silence. What are you saying? Jennifer's fear manifests through her furrowed brows. I can't say much yet, but I'm working closely with the police to monitor any suspicious activity. I just felt it was important that you all knew. You need to be cautious. Murmurs of disbelief and concern ripple through the group. For all their familial tension, the shared threat has a unifying effect, reigniting both purpose and urgency. However, Rafe's warning adds yet another layer of complexity to their already strained relationships. Isn't this just typical? Sami interjects, her voice dripping with sarcasm. We can't even gather for a meal without some outside force trying to ruin everything, her sarcasm, while humorous, isn't lost on the gravity of the situation. As uncertainty lingers in the air, the characters are left grappling with their competing feelings, frustration towards one another, and the looming concern for their safety. Hope suggests that perhaps everyone needs to put aside their differences for now. For now, we must band together. This threat affects all of us. It doesn't matter if we disagreed in the past. A tattletale surfaces. Amidst this turmoil and unexpected revelation, Sarah is dealing with her own moral dilemmas. Having just overheard a conversation between Ben and Theo, revealing a secret that shakes her trust in both men, she struggles with whether to inform the family or remain silent. After the tension settles around the grill, she retreats to a corner to collect her thoughts, the weight of her newfound knowledge pressing down heavily. As the grilling resumes, her moral compass urges her to speak. The revelation she holds could either protect her family or serve to deepen the rift she already senses between them. Finally, after much internal debate, she decides that the family should be alerted to the brewing storm, regardless of the consequences. Gathering her courage, she steps forward, her voice strong. I need everyone's attention. I have something to share. Silence falls, replacing the tension with an air of anticipation. All eyes are on Sierra, the protector of truth, ready to unveil the shadows once hidden. I overheard Ben and Theo talking, she declares, forcing herself to meet their questioning gazes. They're involved in something that could affect us all. Gasps erupt, sweeping through the crowd. Jennifer's eyes narrow, worried about what this means for her family, while Hope looks on, alarmed. "What do you mean, Sarah?" Hope asks, her voice strained with concern. Ben's expression shifts from confusion to agitation, his protective instincts kicking in. "Sierra, wait. You have to understand the whole story before you jump to conclusions." "Yes, please," Theo interjects, desperate to avert disaster before it devours their relationships. What you heard was misconstrued. However, Sarah presses on. "Is it true? Are you both involved in something that puts us at risk? Why didn't you tell anyone?" Caught in a web of confrontation, the feud simultaneously mirrors the earlier argument but now has a completely different motive. The family's unity is fractured yet again as suspicion fills the space. Chad stands beside Abigail, whose face is a portrait of worry while the siblings exchange alarmed glances. "This is not happening right now," Abigail says, trying to preserve whatever bond could be left. "You need to speak the truth, whatever it is." The confrontation, as Ben and Theo look to each other for support and understanding, they sense the mounting pressure. Ben tries to explain. "What Sarah overheard wasn't what it seems. We've been helping a friend who needed assistance. It's not what you all think." "This friend, Ben? Who is it? And what are you doing that makes it sound suspicious?" Sarah presses, her community safety instincts flaring as anxiety spreads through the group. With tensions high and emotions raw, family allegiances begin to sway. Jack struggles to keep the peace, attempting to mediate the unfolding chaos, but the honesty of the confrontation hangs in the air like smoke from the grill-drenched burgers. Eventually, Ben relents. "We're trying to catch someone we believe poses a danger to the community. But it's dangerous. We didn't want to scare anyone." The revelation ignites a new layer of concern. Are they, too, part of the impending danger brought on by the warned threat? "That's not the issue, Ben." Sarah inspects vehemently. "You could have put all of us in harm's way without us knowing." Jennifer, recalling her protective inclinations, unearths the raw emotional roots of familial love and concern. "So, this is how you've chosen to protect your family? By lying to us and endangering us." Rafe, still seeking to calm the storm, interjects. "The truth is we must come together, or we'll only be helping whatever threat exists rise to the surface." Realizing that their familial bonds could be socketed or sealed depending on how they proceed, the caught compatriots share glances that speak volumes. The grill session that started as a potential reflective moment of bonding has devolved into chaos. With heavy hearts and reservations, burdened by confusion and a thirst for understanding, the revelations shared under the sun feel both hopeful and agonizing. Conclusion. Looking ahead. As the episode draws to a close, the characters face a reckoning of sorts. The grill session that was intended to bring them closer has surfaced monumental challenges: conflicted loyalties, repeated past mistakes, and the looming threat of an unknown danger that hovers over Salem. Yet intertwined within these struggles is the invitation to grow. To confront uncomfortable truths while seeking resolution becomes essential for the continuation and healing of their community. Rafe's warning brings perspective. As fragility becomes evident in their connections, the need to approach one another with honesty, compassion, and understanding transforms the need for confrontation into a collective battle. In the end, whether the characters will emerge from this chaos united or divided remains uncertain. Tensions linger as they grapple with their sense of security. Yet beneath the battles and discord lies a glimmer of hope, the potential for healing, growth, and redemption. The stage has been set for future episodes filled with the challenges of relationship building, possible redemptions, and the loyalty that often requires grappling with darkness. As we head into the next thrilling installment, fans are left to ponder the powerful themes of family, love, and unity that resonate through every dramatic turn of Days of Our Lives. Final thoughts. March 24 promises to be an unforgettable day in Salem. The intricate tapestry of character relationships is set to unravel, allowing for both growth and conflict. Will they discover that coming together in the face of adversity might be their only chance at survival? This week on Days of Our Lives, grab your popcorn, sit back, and prepare for an emotional roller coaster as tensions rise and unexpected alliances emerge. Only time will tell how these revelations will shape the future of the residents of Salem. Embrace the chaos, love the drama, and stay tuned for more revelations in the whirlwind world of Days of Our Lives. Don't miss this gripping episode that highlights both the vulnerability and strength that families hold when faced with trials. The cookout is just the beginning.